In this video I'm making LEGO Star Wars creations ranging from $1 all the way to $100. Starting with the $1 creations. On average, one LEGO piece costs 10 cents. So the $1 build can't be made of more than 10 pieces. The first thing you can make is this hologram. And it takes only 2 pieces. You can also upgrade these boring all lightsabers. And the only thing you need for this is an extra stud. 360! And now your Jedi has way more drip. Damn, he has so much aura. This LEGO piece seems pretty useless, but you can actually make some pretty cool things with it. Like here I made a curved lightsaber. And using just a few more pieces you can make this riot shield. You can also use it to upgrade your weapons. Here I used it to attach a computer to the gun. So now our clone here has aimbot.
Enable aimbot.
Yo, someone ban him. You can also upgrade your guns using some random black pieces. Like here I used a black LEGO hand to add a magazine to this gun. But you can also make some completely new weapons. Like this cool sniper rifle. For the scope I added this black telescope piece. And I also added a tripod to the gun, so it can also be used while laying down. Next I made a sniper rifle for droids. This one has a special heat scope, so the droids can easily detect the clones. Using exactly 10 pieces you can also build this minigun. It's a pretty easy build, and it adds a lot of aura to your trooper. You can also make this turret. Or you can make a rocket launcher. Just like in the movies, this thing is absolutely huge. And the rocket is also detachable, so you can make it fire. Using this piece you can also make a gun holster. So now your minifigure has a place to hold his blaster. Or you can make this simple backpack. This backpack can hold a binocular and a blaster. Another way to store your weapons is with a weapon rack. This one can hold 2 blasters. And to build this I use 2 spring-loaded shooters. And to hold your helmet you can build this helmet stand. And finally you can make mini MOCs. Like here I made a small version of the Sarlacc pit. And I also made Kashyyyk and Starkiller base. So that was all the $1 creations. Now let's build the $5 ones. The first creation is this Droideka. This build is definitely not worth $5, but at least it looks kinda cool. Next we have this missile launcher. It can look in every direction. And it's made from spring-loaded shooters, so it can also fire. You can add way more shooters to this, but this is all I have. The next $5 build is this turret. On the front it has these 2 big cannons to shoot down your ops. And the pilot is protected by the shield, which you can also move down for some reason. So yeah, pretty cool turret. Finally I made this weapon station. And this one can hold up to 8 guns. In the middle you can put your normal weapons. And on the sides there's space for the bigger ones. Down here is a control panel. And you can use this to select your weapon. With just a few changes you can also turn this into an armor station. And now the troops can put their helmets here. And that was all the $5 creations. From now on it's just one build per category. Starting with the $10 build. And as you can see it's a bar. In Star Wars we've seen a bunch of different bars. But this build isn't based on any bar specifically. Behind the bar I built a shelf. And it's filled with a bunch of different drinks, which don't exactly look healthy. But at least they have the iconic blue milk. And if you're not thirsty you can also order food. And to pay for everything you can use either card or cash. So that's pretty W. Finally I put these 2 chairs on the front, so the guests have a place to sit. In Star Wars, the bar is a place where criminals and outlaws chill. And this means that things can quickly get out of hand. What did you say about my mom? She's fatter than Jabba the Hutt. So for the safety of the barman, I added this secret gun. So that was everything for the $10 build. Next we have the $25 creation. And for this build I made a droid factory. This is the place where all the droids are created. In Attack of the Clones we see a droid factory on Geonosis. And this factory is also there. To make the planet I used these dark orange pieces. And I also added these rocks to make it more realistic. Now I'm gonna show you the whole process of the factory. So first the droid legs roll out of this hole. Then this machine puts a body on them. And eventually the droids make it to the other side. And here the last machine puts their head on. And that's how the droids are created. The final products then get hung on this bar, ready for battle. Between the machines I also put this Geonosian and this droid. And they're here to check if the machines are working properly. So far this build is my favorite. Let me know in the comments if you would pay $25 for this. Now we only have 2 builds left. And we're starting with the $50 build. For this build to be worth $50, it has to be twice as big as the last build. And the first structure I could think of was a prison. This prison is run by the Separatists. So the prisoners here are clone troopers. First I made this prison yard. Every prisoner is forced to mine here every day, for at least 8 hours. And to prevent them from escaping, the prisoners are chained to this pole. And they're also being watched by these droids. The building consists of 4 rooms, 3 prison cells and 1 torture room. And these lights indicate which ones are being used. If you turn the build around, you can see the inside of the prison. On the first floor there's 2 prison cells. And inside the clones are forced to wear handcuffs. And the only thing they have in this cell is a black mattress. Oh, my back. On the second floor there's 1 empty cell. Because that clone has mining duty right now. And the last room is the torture room. In here the prisoners are chained to this bed. And then this evil droid interrogates them for information. And if they don't want to answer, he starts cutting off limbs. And it looks like he's already started. Right now the droid is using a machete. But on this rack he has way more tools. Even a lightsaber somehow. Bruh. So yeah, this clone is pretty cooked. Now finally the roof of the building. Earlier this morning this clone tried to escape. And now he's getting executed for that. So all the clones here are pretty cooked. But maybe we can save them with the next build. Now we finally have the $100 creation. And for this creation I ordered 2 Lego sets. Which costed me $90. Okay, let me build this real quick. We have 2 walkers and 2 spider droids. And using these pieces I want to build a gunship. But first we have to destroy everything.
1 eternity later.
Shoo! Okay, so this is what I created. For this creation I used the pieces of the sets I just built. And also pieces from my own collection. So this should be worth around 100. The front of the ship has 2 guns, which can wiggle left and right. On the left side of the ship is the door. So if the clones have landed, they can run into battle from here. On the other side I put this big sniper rifle, which is controlled by this clone. In the back I built this room. And inside of here is a control panel, which is used to shoot these guns. To make the ship fly I built these engines. And the wings of course. And if you look inside you can see that all the clones fit. This ship is now ready for battle. So let's save those prison clones. Oh crap.